Hello again and welcome to the My Rackspace Managed Virtualization walkthrough. My name is Guillermo Rodriguez and we are going to be covering in this video how to review the performance statistics for your hypervisor and VMs, as well as how to resize your VMs via the My Rackspace Portal. So for this demonstration, we're going to go ahead and open up this specific cluster. Now if we click on a specific hypervisor, you will notice on the right hand side that we have several tabs. Well, the tab we will be discussing today is going to be the Performance tab. So once you click on the Performance tab, you're going to be given a whole bunch of options on how to actually look at the performance of this specific hypervisor, specifically over a range of time. So if you want to change what type of time period we're looking at, we can go ahead and select 1 day, week, 30 days, 60 days. And if you don't like what we have here, we can always go custom, and you can put a specific time period that you want to analyze for performance. So in this case, we'll go standard and we'll go 60 days. And by default, we are in the CPU usage. So as you can see from this chart, we're not using a whole lot of CPU on this hypervisor because it is a test hypervisor. And we can cycle through this in CPU usage down here. The thumbnails are representative of what we're looking at up top. So you can very, very quickly take a look from CPU, jump to memory, and then from memory we can always jump over to the disk usage. And if we scroll over to the right here, we can even look at network utilization. Now in some cases you will notice that there's some big spikes, and to make this a little more powerful, what you can also do is take a look at the bottom underneath, and we have a whole nother set of thumbnails. These thumbnails here are representative of the actual VMs that are currently hosted on the hypervisor. So as you can see here, we have a little bit of a bump, and down here we can tell that this VM right here is not responsible for that bump, it looks like. So if we cycle through here, we can quickly notice that this one has a good spike. That one's not it. But it looks like this one right here might be the one that's responsible for that specific spike in CPU usage. So you can very, very quickly not only find out where your hypervisor is in regards to performance, but you can very easily pinpoint which of the VMs might be responsible for those performance spikes and make changes as needed. So in this case, it seems to this specific VM here might be needing some resources, let's just say. So I would go ahead and click on that VM. We can go ahead and click on the Resize tab. Once you're inside the Resize tab, you will notice that the current resources that are allotted to this VM are represented right here. Now when you decide to make a change here, you can either go up or down, but just keep in mind that whatever number you choose here are going to be the resources that will be presented to the VM. So if I set this to 2, I am not going to be changing the amount of vCPUs. But if I change it to 4, this VM will be reconfigured with 4 CPUs, not 6. So the same thing goes with RAM. Currently we have 1 gig of RAM, and let's just say that I want to double the CPUs and double the RAM. So we'll go to 4 CPUs, and I will set that to 2 gigs of RAM. And we will go ahead and click on the Resize. And of course, this will cause a reboot of the VM, so be patient as it does its reconfiguration. And it's complete. So once the request is submitted, you will be taken to the Tasks tab, where you can actually monitor the progress of this process. So as you can see here, we have our Resize task, and you can keep hitting refresh to get updates on it. Eventually there'll be a reboot command that will be issued, so you can actually follow the entire process as it's getting reconfigured, and then you will know when it's complete. This concludes the Performance tab and Resize tab module. Thank you very much for joining us, and I hope you have a great day.